there are men that are born with a dysfunction where they don't have a properly working penis. Those things happen. But
What?
at the end of the day, if you have two X chromosomes, you're female. If you have an X and a Y, you're a male. And that's it. You can't change your chromosomes. So you can fall into any delusion you want. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but don't expect me to live up to your self-absorbed delusions.
By the way, we're live, guys. Just figured I'd let you know that.
Okay, into my rant.
I don't
doesn't
care.
Get you banned, nothing will.
Men
are men, women are women. If you are born with a vagina, you're a woman, no matter what you do. If you are born with a penis, you're a man, no matter what you do. Just get over it. Face facts.
Yeah, I don't care who they love or anything like that. I don't care.
Got nothing against them.
Love who you love. I mean, keep it legal, guys.
Consensual and of age. Yep.
Right, to each their own. It ain't none of my business. But you don't expect me to fall into your falsehoods. Don't expect me to call you sir or ma'am or them or go by any of those fucking, what do they call them, pronouns or prenouns or whatever the fuck. I'm not doing any of that. I don't care what you want to be called. That's fine. If you want to be called them, fine. Then call me master. I want to be called master.
Identifying as a rutabaga.
Right. I told Naomi the other day I was going to identify as a women's dildo.
I'm with you on that, or an amateur gynecologist in training.
Yeah. She told me to get out of the living room. Hey, what's up, Ryan?
What's going on, bud?
Kat and Naomi put up with a lot of shit from us, don't they, Mike?
Oh, yeah. Kat definitely does. But she gets back at me.
Yeah,
like one night, one night I was in a break and I got a Magic Johnson autographed jersey in the break. And I run to the bedroom and I was like, babe, I just pulled a Magic Johnson. She goes, well, I got a headache. You better keep pulling it. Yeah, so she gets back at me. I mean, that blew my doors off when she said that because that was the last thing I expected to hear. But she gets back.
The whole "that's what she said" thing. One time we was watching a football game. I can't remember who it was. I remember it was Al Michaels on the call, right? And I heard Al Michaels say the following line without cracking a joke or smile or anything. He said, "This is the deepest penetration of the night." And we were sitting there watching it, and Naomi pipes up and says, "That's what she said." He's like, we were dying, dude. It was the funny shit.
Right, it's even better when it comes from someone you don't expect.
And there's another guy, Al Michaels. Wasn't he caught back in the 90s wearing a dress or something like that? Again, nobody cares. It's funny.
That one,
I thought that was like Marv Alberts.
Marv Alberts.
Was that Marv Alberts that had that happen?
It was.
Yeah.
Didn't he get caught twice?
I think so.
I thought, it was a couple times because he got caught in a red dress and in a pink dress.
Jay's got a pink dress or a red dress.
I own a red dress. Thank you, Kat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not feeling too good. She's in bed now. Her the whole side of her face swelled up. Her wisdom tooth abscess. She has to go and get it pulled.
Oh, damn. That sucks, dude. Sorry to hear.
Yeah, I got lucky and my wisdom teeth after they popped in shattered on their own, so I didn't have to have them pulled.
Right on.
But
here, I'm gonna.
You get hit in the face enough times, and most of your teeth break.
Right. That does tend to happen.
Yeah.
Don't let me go trying to act hard like I pulled them out or nothing. No, I got punched in the mouth and they broke.
Oh, I've been known to pull my own teeth, but not every one of my missing teeth is because I pulled them. No, I will say that.
The toughest shit I ever seen in my life was when my grandfather pulled one of his two front teeth with a pair of pliers in the garage. He said he had a toothache, and I said, how come you don't go to a dentist? And he said, because I'm not paying a dentist, and yanked it out with a pair of pliers.
There's Big Poppy. That was the card I was trying to put in the one touch I was telling you guys about. And
yeah, I figured Naomi would like that.
Naomi loves this card, dude. She thought it was cool. And I was just trying to get it in there without damaging it. You know what I mean? So that's why I was so freaked out over it. I figured I'd show you guys some of the cards Mike sent there. There's some good cards in this deck.
That's right. She's a Boston fan, ain't she?
Yes, she is. Like, here's a couple cards. Even though he struck out with bases loaded the other day, here's very underrated player. Does not get enough hobby love, I don't feel. It's a Raffy Devers rated rookie right there. These are for Mike, by the way. This is my mail day for Mike. I'm just kind of sharing it with everybody. Those are Naomi's. By the way, this Nomar de Garcia Parra, I found something out about Fleer, this year of Fleer. You got a black light, these fuckers glow, dude. This set of cards.
Yes, sir.
If you ever want to collect this set and get your player and put it under a black light, it would display very nicely.
And they look sick under a black light.
They do. I never knew that about those until last night. I was last night years old when I discovered that. So then, of course, I got.
What do you want?
Of course, got the Lars Newt bar. I like that card. I don't know where I'll set him. I'll set him up here.
Well, I remember you saying you wanted to start collecting him, and those were the only ones I could find of them were those two.
Yep, now, I like them, though.
I didn't watch much of the World Baseball Classic, but with a name like Lars Nootbaar, I was absolutely floored he was playing for Japan.
Yep, his mother was Japanese, actually. His dad was Dutch, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Dutch, freaking Swedish.
He's a Heinz 57, but I like him.
I seen him play down here. Oh God, I want to say 2 years ago. I remember seeing him. I mean, his name just stuck out with me.
Now, I don't think this is his rookie. I don't believe
that's his second year,
but it's still a nice Mookie Betts either way. Yeah, second year. Hey, what's up, Titus? Sorry,
hey, Titus, what's up, brother?
I'm operating with one hand over here. Shut up, Mike.
Yeah, we know what you're doing with the other.
and that's sickening because it's not yours and you shouldn't be playing with it.
It's yours,
Jay,
right?
roll that thing up.
Yeah, roll it up, Jay. And speaking of which, I love this card, Raffy Big Stick. I told Naomi that, and she started laughing. But Rafael Devers is underrated, guys. You got to say he's underrated. That he deserves more hobby love, I feel.
The only reason that a lot of rookies that year didn't get much hobby love is because everybody chased Acuna.
Right.
I mean, they look past guys like Devers and Robles and the little guys.
I love this card. Naomi wasn't a fan of it, but I like it, and it's from Upper Deck, and it's numbered, and it's got Wade Boggs and Don Mattingly on the front of it. I say that's a winner every day. My opinion.
Yeah, sure, but I kind of got to back Naomi because as far as I'm concerned, that's a card with two guys who played on the Yankees.
Well, he's on the Red Sox in this one, so.
I understand he is.
Boggs is a Hall of Famer, isn't he? I think Boggs is in the Hall.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway.
He is. He earned it.
And, of course, I got this one in the top loader because it's, I don't know, is this the pink parallel? I'm not sure what this is.
Sepia refractor.
It's a nice Lars Nootbaar to go with my base.
Say it don't look, but
that's basically all of them that I have at hand, I believe. So, but I figured I'd show you guys my mail day for Mike before we get started into the gist of stuff here. Let's exit the solo layout here. There we go.
Oh, well, I was going through boxes, putting stuff in the shed. I found a green paper Bowman first of Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, that's nice. Even though the Mariners are not looking good, man. The Mariners are not looking good this year. It's going to be like it's going to be like when Griffey or Ichiro played, where they made the playoffs but they didn't go anywhere in it. You know.
Back in the started off doing okay, and then lost like 3 in a row.
Thanks for the reminder. I got to go flick the Cubs game on because they're playing the Mariners. Game time is in approximately 15 minutes.
Can you keep track of the Angels score for me? Let me know if Otani-san goes big fly.
I'm actually old school. I listen to the Cubs game on a boombox. So
The hell do you think this is? 1941, Jay?
no, man, it's a boombox. It's clearly the 1980s, early 1980s.
Fred Flintstone over here says that.
Right? Back when you could turn on AM radio.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mike! I don't even think we're allowed to say that.
But if I could get that thing to work.
Hey, I'm from Cleveland, dude. I grew up listening to the Indians games on AM 1330.
Right,
I'm
right.
I'm listening to 1350 WHO.
People still listen to that?
Do the games. I don't know if they even still do the games on the. Well, I know in New York they do because I hear them at the Yankees games. They play them on a Syracuse station.
I don't know. I think they go through Sirius XM, don't they? I don't know. I'm not sure.
The Yankees don't. All their games are on live radio out here.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. I just watched Pride of the Yankees with Babe Ruth as himself, and he's not a half bad actor either. I think I kind of feel like Babe Ruth kind of missed an opportunity there.
So the game's already
It's amazing how much Babe Ruth and John Goodman look alike.
It is, but he was great in the movie. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
It's also amazing how they both had the same diet, but only one of them could hit a fastball.
Right?
Yeah, you got a point there. Hey, but the other was King Ralph.
What about John Goodman doesn't say beer, hot dogs, and cigars?
See, that's what I'm saying. He frames all American.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like the down home farm boy. When you think of American farm tough, that's the kind of guy you think of. A big bear that lives on donuts and beef jerky.
Yeah, I see.
Damn right.
That's I mean, even though he's not from the area, that's not John Goodman, the actor. That's Farmer John.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder which tractor or truck he drove into town today. You know, one of them types of deals.
Well, you're used to that, Jay. We're in the Midwest, after all.
I'm a city boy.
I've seen tractors in Des Moines. Don't try to sit there and try to fucking bullshit me. I've seen it
all over out here.
First of all, at one point in time in my life, my dad owned 2 tractors, and we lived right by 6th and Hickman. Actually,
our old
9th and Hickman. So
our old roommate Karen, who passed away, her sister lived up there, and I've been up to her house up there before, and they had a yard full of fucking chickens right there in city limits in Des Moines.
Yeah.
I've
seen it.
I got a lesson for you guys too. Never, ever, ever shake an Amish carpenter's hands. That dude will crush your hands not thinking about it. I mean, literally mangle them. Dude, I shook this dude's hand, and I mean, he wasn't even trying, and squeezed my hand so hard I thought it was going to break.
Oh
my God. I remember I was working at the junkyard, and the boss had you know what, I'll build it now, apply for the permit and pay the fines later because it gets done and ultimately it's cheaper type people. So he hired the Amish for a good old-fashioned barn raising. And didn't tell none of us it was coming other than keep this big area clean. He goes and pulled them in. First things I noticed about the Amish was, number one of them was driving the bus.
Oh yeah.
One of them had cell phone, and they all had power tools.
They're allowed to use them. They're not allowed to own them. They're allowed to rent anything electric. They're allowed to borrow it, but they're not allowed to own it.
Right. Well, I mean, I learned all that from, because I mean, apparently the look on my face. Well, I mean, that was my first ever time dealing with the Amish, and I was almost 30. I was between 30 and 35.
Yeah, those were definitely new order Amish, because old order Amish would not be caught dead in a bus.
They explained to me that there are 2 community buses, and
What up, Magnus? I'm just saying hi to Magnus real quick.
Magnus, what's up, brother?
Like four people were allowed to have a driver's license in order to drive them. The cell phones were community property, and only one cell phone per bus load.
So everybody's like a community cell phone, basically.
Well, out here they have what they call Amish cab, where they have just a regular person that comes by every day at specific times and picks everyone up, and they're allowed to use the cell phone in the car and stuff. And the Amish do use the hell out of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and as far as the power tools, they explained to me like this. Unfortunately, we have to make a living.
So what you're saying is, if you're Amish, you could, if you borrowed somebody's phone or borrowed a phone like that, like it's a community phone, right? Like, all right, who went to Midgets Gone Wild again? Who's the one?
No.
That would get you stung.
No,
if you look at pictures,
thing, it wasn't a community thing.
If they take videos, if they take videos of themselves or the community or pictures and someone else finds out, they'll get shunned. They can't be seen on camera, and most of them won't even look at pictures or videos.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I mean, they were friendly folk. I didn't mind talking to them. You know, I didn't want to bother them while they were working, and they were always working.
Oh, yeah, no one works like the Amish.
I don't think I've ever seen an Amish guy without a tool in his hand of some kind, and not that kind of tool either.
Well,
dude, these Amish guys that live a couple miles down the road from us built a house in 4 days.
I'm talking pitchforks, shovels, shit that you're getting work done with. The guys do work, we'll say that.
This big, huge building went up quickly.
Yeah, because they got...
What up, Adam?
Hey, Adam. They got like 3 guys out there cutting trees, 3 guys milling, 3 guys pre-cutting everything the size, another 3 guys prefabbing everything, another 3 guys putting the wall up. You know, they don't play. Everything is choreographed, and everyone knows their job as soon as they pull up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and they kept referring. When I was talking to them, they kept referring to me as you English.
You English. I mean, it's probably not far off in most of our cases, but anyway.
Yeah, they call us regulars out here.
Yeah, we're way off topic, guys. We're supposed to be talking about like some announcements here. We've wandered off into Amish land here. Sorry about that.
We tend to do that sometimes.
Yep, we tend to wander on here. So next month, I don't know exactly what day, but next month, probably around the 1st of the month, I will be going up to CJ. I got a whole bag full of stuff in there, and it's been just sitting there, and I need to get it to Jay's. So that's the goal next month. And as soon as I figure out which day I'm coming up, I'll let everybody know. And that won't be my only trip up to Jay's this summer. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And we'll be doing a stream, of course. So.
Let's just hope nobody calls the police.
Yeah. Arresting me and Jay would be like trying to get blood out of a rock or something.
Well, rest assured, they wouldn't call the police on me, because they'd call me and tell me that they wanted me to call the police, and I'd tell them no.
As long as nobody screws with me, I won't screw with anybody else. That's just kind of how I am.
Yeah.
Or if I don't feel like they're coming at me sideways, I mean, you know, if I feel somebody
say that now till you get there with your trench coat.
Yeah. I don't have any firearms, so you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah, but I bet you have no clothes under the trench coat either.
She has to have deal.
You're not supposed to you're not supposed to tell anybody that, Mike.
I ruined the surprise, Jay.
Yeah.
Honestly, him showing up wearing a trench coat and nothing else ain't enough to have the neighbors go sideways on him anyway.
They probably just
they
another
Tuesday for an hour.
Yeah.
They call that Tuesday up there, Mike.
Yeah.
You might get some takers and make a few extra dollars.
Right. Right.
That's about 35 blocks that way.
Screw that! I ain't walking the damn 35 blocks. Ain't happening.
Jay knows exactly where it is.
Yeah, Jay knows exactly where it is. Exactly.
The directions are easy. Walk out my front door, turn left on that big road, and keep walking.
I'm a terrible hooker. I can't walk that far, so I'd be a terrible hooker.
That'd take you right down to 7th and University, and once you're on 7th, you can make a left for a couple blocks and then turn around. You know.
So when was the last time you made this trip, Jay? Like last night? 10 minutes ago?
That's where he went.
Yeah, right?
I do need to get to Dad soon.
Oh, sure. Blame your dad.
He actually lives in the neighborhood.
Right, take one up to him along the way. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
See, your dad knows about real estate. It's all about location, location, location.
You know, what my dad did is bought over a period of my lifetime was bought 3 houses on back taxes off the same block.
Oh damn!
Yeah, that's what actually 4. I'm forgetting the one that we tore down. House number 1 was back taxes, bought the house next door to tear it down for the yard. Bought the house he's at now, and then bought the one across the alley.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like your dad owns a lot of property. For Des Moines, that is.
He sold the property number 1 and number 2 as one lot deal type of thing. So he don't own that one anymore. He just owns the 2.
Well, still, I mean, for Des Moines, it's not bad. Like, I wouldn't want to own too much property up there. That would get hectic real quick.
Well, on the other hand, downtown only has one direction to move.
I woke up today, and this afternoon they were like, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to stream because they were like drilling and sawing on the ceiling below us and below our bathroom. So it's like, damn.
Are you streaming on the phone or on the or on your tablet?
Tablet.
Have you tried on the phone yet?
Yeah, the phone's in the game room. It's a game room thing. I'll use it. I'll like screw with it in there. Whatever. Figure it out. I'm still figuring it out, basically.
Yeah, I had to have Christopher set all that shit up for me. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. If I have a problem, my computer guy's my ex-wife, so I'm kind of screwed.
Naomi knows everything there is to know about using a cell phone. So if I get lost, I'll ask her.
Call and send a text.
No, seriously, she's shown me some shit, man. Like Naomi showed me how to get, navigate this shit. Like I'm a boomer, just like you guys. I don't know shit about technology. So
first of all, my dad was a boomer.
The kids call us boomers now, Jay. That's where we're at in life. You're just gonna have to face up to it.
Oh, believe me, I know. Oh, Johnny, Epiphany. Greets me with hey boomer.
Yep, we're not young and cool anymore, guys. We're just not part of the cool crowd, I guess.
When I was in Syracuse waiting at the train station, I got kind of complimented because me and my brother went outside and we were gonna look for a spot to go sit and smoke one. And there was a whole bunch of people sitting outside on the bench just burning because here in New York, it's publicly legal as long as you're 10 feet away from other people. So me and my brother are like, fuck it, well, we'll just stand right here and we fire it up. And it's like 7 or 8 kids pop up. Look at them cool ass old white dudes. Because these kids are like 18, 19 years old and we're in our 40s with gray hair smoking a joint at the train.
Nice.
I don't know. They just look at me and assume I'm already high. So
I just thought it was funny.
That would be funny. I once met a guy This happened down in Centerville. Kind of reminds me of what you just said. I met him. He was from out west. I think he was out from like Seattle or somewhere like that. But I met him. I used to live in these buildings up on the square, and down the back stairs there was an alley back there, and I used to have the window open in the summertime and shit. And this dude was walking by smoking a joint, so we called him up and he smoked this joint with us and shit. That's how I met him.
Yeah.
Dude, I've met a lot of my friends that way, just walking down the street smoking and asking, "Hey, you want to hit this?"
Oh, I've been the guy that's been handed the joint. Like I remember one time, my aunt Sharon, on a dare, went with a bunch of people to a Tough Man contest, and I heard about this because my Aunt Sharon's awesome. So I wanted to go see her at this because she'd find a way to enjoy herself, even though it was a bunch of men brutally beating each other up. She'd find a way to have fun. So I wanted to go there, and I get there, and we're watching it, and the crowd's chanting bullshit, you know, stuff like that. And she's got this shocked look on her face. And then the dude next to her hands her a joint. She's like, "No, I don't smoke," and then hands it to me.
What movie is this line from? Marijuana. Idle Hands. Marijuana saves another otherwise disastrous event. You know.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idle Hands. That's the name of the movie. I always forget the name of that damn movie.
That happened to me at an Insane Clown Posse concert. Somebody walked up behind me with a joint and handed it to me. I hit it and went to pass it back, and the dude disappeared. So I smoked it by myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine who was a juggalo for quite a while. He was always going to the gatherings.
Well, what's up, RJ? You know,
hey, RJ, how you doing, brother?
Everybody asks me, Sam, where did you find Cyrax at? This is the first time I've ever mentioned Cyrax here because I'm scared to. And you guys want to know how I found him? You guys want to know how I found Cyrax? I typed Juggalo into my YouTube and hit search, and that's how I ran into Cyrax. It's a weird fucking group of people, man. It's just a weird group of people.
I was a juggalo, but not to the point of putting on makeup and shit. Like, I like the music.
Right. I'm not talking about that so much.
No.
Right. I'm not going that far. I used to listen to their music too. I'm not knocking anybody that listens to their music or anything, but I'm just saying that like the Cyrax thing is like it's a ball.
That dude's too freaky for me.
Yeah, it's like it's becoming an issue at a certain level, I guess.
Like there are just some guys that I think are toxic, and he's one of them.
Like the fact that he's not in jail, or a mental facility somewhere, speaks volumes about Ohio. Is all I'm going to say about that. Lisa Z up in his house.
Hey, Lisa,
what is up, Lisa? We big pimping tonight, guys. We got Lisa in here.
Everybody coming out.
Damn right, and coming out for Mike too, because Mike's a big part of my channel, and I really value Mike, and I wanted to make a stream just to let him know about it and thank him for sending me my mail package.
Hey, no worries, brother. I do what I can.
If I had 100 guys like Mike, fuck Jay wouldn't have to run for president. I'd already fucking owned the entire world, part of the moon.
Hey, what can I say?
I will be president of the moon. We're gonna land on the moon here soon.
Yep. Me and Jay taking this shit over. It's ours now. Fuck you, China. You can't have the moon. It's ours.
Damn right.
Yep. And I tell you what, the moon, I get to take control of the bright side because once a month, whole world, you give them a full moon. Whole world.
Yep. Congrats to Lisa on 500 subs too. Yep. I did enter the giveaway.
Cool.
Dang it, Lisa. I got to win one of your giveaways at some point. I keep trying and failing, but I keep failing upwards, I guess. I don't have much luck with giveaways, but it's all right, though. I have more stuff than I need anyway.
I don't enter much giveaways, and the wheel kicks my ass.
I only enter Lisa's because if I got a card from Lisa, it wouldn't matter what card it was. It would be special to me, so... Just like any card I get for Mike. Like 2/3 of the cards I have are for Mike, and I don't want to get rid of any of them, you know?
Well, that's because I try to just send guys PC stuff. Like, I know
Right.
that if you love it, it's going to be something that you're going to care about, you know? So I'd rather send you guys PC stuff than, you know, send it out to somebody else who's just going to look at it and say, well, there's just another card.
Or turn around and flip it for money on eBay or whatever, because I
Yeah,
could do
which
that
has
with some of these.
Happened to me multiple times.
I mean, it wouldn't be big profit for me, but if I wanted to, I could sell them and earn a few extra dollars. But you know what? I do. I'm in it for the fun. You know, it's fun for me. I never liked playing pool for money. As soon as somebody wanted to put money on a game, that ruined the game. Like I wanted to stop playing pool right there. You know, that's the way I was growing up.
Yeah.
We used to play for sodas and shit like that. But you know, as for like I'm talking big money. I'm talking like actual gambling money. You know.
Oh, hell no. To me, it's a big deal to spend a few bucks on a lotto ticket.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Yeah.
Especially knowing damn well you're going to lose.
I seen an interesting short the other day, guys, that I thought we could relate to. It was like things that poor people would know about that rich people wouldn't understand. And like growing up poor, like eating bologna sandwiches, you name. I bet you Bill Gates, sorry, soft white lily ass, has never fucking eaten a fried bologna sandwich before. What do you guys say?
Oh, I'd agree 100%. But now you're kind of making me want a fried bologna sandwich.
I never was a fan of bologna sandwiches, especially the fried version.
I'll only eat it fried. After spending as much time in county as I have, you won't eat regular bologna unless it's fried.
I won't eat regular bologna now.
Hey, you know what? You know how Spam came about, don't you? It was a military thing. It was World War II. If it's good enough for our boys, our men and women overseas, it's good enough for my ass to eat. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. And they love it in Hawaii.
Yep.
I don't mind Spam. It's got to be fried and eaten like a hamburger, I guess. You know, but you say Spam to me, first thing I think is a bunch of Vikings sitting in a freaking bar or a little breakfast nook.
Don't forget to save.
Singing about
I wish I knew a place here in town that sold poor boys. Man, I remember when I was traveling once, I was going to the Quad Cities, and I had like only so much money on me, and I was hungry as fuck, right? And we stopped, and I got a poor boy. Like, hell yeah.
Well, if you ever been to B&B's, they're still around. It's kind of on the other side of town from me, though.
Like I was saying to Mike, I was talking to the place where I get the gummies here. I was telling him back in the day, man, we'd blow all the money we had on getting the weed to smoke. So we'd smoke the weed and we'd get the munchies, and I'd be in the kitchen making fucking hobo stew and shit because we didn't have no money for munchies. You know, it's what it was.
Spend your birthday happy.
Like you got a can of corn and a can of carrots and a can of chicken. You throw that shit all up in the pot and cook it.
Right? Just all your leftovers, throw it in a pot all together.
Yeah, hoagies are good too. Yeah. I heard that Subway sandwiches, the bread in Subway has so much sugar in it, they actually classify it as a cake.
Wow, I haven't heard that, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Because the
FDA, I preferred Quiznos over Subway.
You have to disclose that kind of stuff because the FDA won't approve you to sell a product without it. So, they test it for sugar and salt and all that kind of shit. I was watching this thing. This Japanese guy, he was locked up in prison. He kept escaping from prison. He took the miso soup they gave me, started spitting it all over the bars.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
And miso has so much salt in it that it literally over a time it rusted the hinges on the door and it broke his shackles, and that's how he escaped.
Come on, guys.
That takes patience.
The thing is, imagine people eating miso soup. You got iron in your blood. Imagine what eating that shit is doing to the inside of your body. If it's doing that to iron doors, what's it doing to your stomach
Well,
and your, your internal organs?
I was married to an Asian woman for a while, who still occasionally cooks for me. So I may end up having some miso stuff in some of whatever she makes me.
Naomi has it, but I don't eat miso soup. I once in a while will eat ramen. I used to be a ramen chef, man. I'd put all kinds of stuff in that. I would put like hamburger and ramen. I'd put all kinds of stuff in it.
Well,
RJ, I don't know if we're educational or not, but we try to be, though.
We're
We're
99%
educational in
of
our
the
own
time we're educational but don't do what these idiots do.
Right. You can learn from our stupidity,
Yeah,
basically. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a smart man learns from his own mistakes. A true genius learns from the mistakes of others as well.
Yep.
So be that true genius. Don't do what we do.
Right.
Good evening, ladies.
Hey, Kat.
How you doing, Kat?
Oh, I'm just peachy.
I bet you are.
Makes me think of that song,
No, not really.
the song about peaches.
Which one?
Yeah,
President of the United States of America or the Steve Miller Band?
I think the presidents of the United States. Yeah, I think it was that one. Yeah.
the millions of peaches or whatever it was.
Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches.
Yeah, I don't know. That never really was my kind of music.
And that was the point. That was the point in the stream where YouTube gave us a copyright strike just for singing the lyrics to a song.
Right. Now it's getting to that.
Right. YouTube's going to bring the ban hammer down on that, Mike. You realize that, right?
Oh, well. Let them nail me. I don't give a shit.
No, they'll nail my channel. Won't be able to stream for a while.
Having been hit by a hammer before, trust me when I say, ear up
It's not.
ain't gonna do you no damn good. Hit me in my belly or my ribs. Don't hit me
Hey,
in my head.
Vogs, what's up, brother?
No, congrats to your
Oh,
brother
right.
getting married.
Yeah, go do family
Right on,
shit.
congrats.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean we'll talk a bunch of shit about you that day, but
Yeah.
you gotta go do your family stuff. We understand.
But that's not different from any other day anyway. So
Yeah.
Did you get it? Did you get any bridesmaids?
right? Did you catch the
Oh.
bouquet?
Oh no, you don't go to a wedding looking for a girl.
That is
Yeah.
true.
You
Weddings
want-
are bars or funerals. Those are three bad places right there.
I speak from experience. I met my wife at her father's funeral. Wife number
So you
one.
basically had two funerals then.
Yeah.
Oh my
on the
God!
same day.
If I only knew it then.
I get it. I get that.
Yeah, well, technically we met at the funeral, but I didn't pay attention because her old man was my buddy.
Right.
I knew he had a daughter and she was in California. That was all I knew about her. And his widow, my best friend's mother.
Yeah, probably not the best place. I remember I kept asking our
Very
roommate
good.
Karen why her grandsons, because her grandson would go to the bar, he'd drink. The moment he walked out, bam, they'd catch him for public intox. I'm like, why the fuck do you keep going back and doing the same shit over and over? So I'm looking to pick up chicks at a bar called Dingus. He looking to pick up chicks. Like, I don't know, man.
Well, I guess they could call themselves chicks, but I'm not going to call them chicks.
He probably
Yeah,
woke up with some sore ass cheeks. Is probably what happened.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, maybe he just doesn't want to tell his mother.
And he woke up with a
With his
hangover and
grandma.
bloody underwear.
Hey
Yeah.
Jay, have you ever been duct taped to a tree out butt naked outside of a gay bar before?
I have.
Hey, how do you know what I did last night?
Yeah. You know how long it took me to finally bribe someone to freaking tie me up like that?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to duct tape yourself up like that?
No,
Have you-
hell, I tried bribing some of the patrons to tie me up.
Hey guys, have you ever tried to run naked backwards through a cornfield before?
No, I seen movies. That's not how I'm gonna do it. I'm not going out by a bazillion paper cuts. I'm
Jay's
just
like,
not.
you're not going to trick me with that one again.
I won't fall for that one 3 times.
I'm
Right.
Yeah, I figured out snipe hunting requires a pair of pants if you're gonna do it in a cornfield.
The snipe hunting, the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, why not? We all fall for it many different times.
Yep. Shit, man. If you told me there was a pot of fucking leprechauns gold in the woods now, it'd be kind of. I can't physically traipse through woods anymore. It's just not something I can do on a daily.
I still can. I will. You put a fishing pole in my hand, and we're by the lake, and there's trees. You're not seeing me.
I'm talking about like
I'm off somewhere under the bushes.
I'm talking about going through the woods and shit, though. But yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you're saying, though.
The best fishing spots are those tucked away little holes in the woods.
Oh yeah. I mean, when I go fishing, legally you can only use 2 poles, 3 if you buy the extra spot on your license, and I might do that this year.
But in the woods, you can use 6.
No, I don't do that because where I'm fishing, it takes a ditty pole and you got to kind of cast it like this in order to throw it through that little hole in the bush. I'm out in the briar and the brambles. Got to check me for ticks before I go home.
What we used to do is like bring a kid with you and get one of those like Snoopy fishing poles and cast it out there and be like, and if the DNR come by, we just hand it to the kid real quick. Get an extra pole out there in the water,
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it close to shore in case you get something big, but
Well, it got to the point I was living across the street from a lake. I'd go fishing all the time. All right, it got to the point DNR come by. He'd be like, "How many poles you got, Jay?" 3. How many you using? Right now, 1. Not even get out of his truck. He knows I'm fully licensed and everything.
I hate how they make you have to renew a license just to fish. As long as it's not private property, unless you have permission, I don't really see why we should have to have a permit to do that.
Well, this was technically on federal land. It was at Fort Des Moines. I lived
Well,
right
okay,
behind
government land's one thing. Like, you're not allowed to hunt out here at Red Rock. I know that. Like, you're not. Dude, I used to go out back. I was staying out here at Red Rock with somebody we knew, and like. It was over by kind of like over by towards like White Breast. Anyway, I go out the back door. I'd go out and smoke my cigarette in the morning. There's deer jumping over the fence and shit. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
you
think
couldn't
they
shoot-
should hand out. I think they should hand out more
Yep.
deer tags, or just as long as you have a license, they should just allow you to hunt deer.
Yeah.
Limit it to one per
Hang out.
family,
Right there.
like 1 per household.
Just
I'm
don't
giving
get caught,
you guys-
Lisa, because I remember one time when I was a kid, we used to go hang out at the reservoir and fish, and the DNR just about caught us smoking weed out there once. It was years and years and years ago, a long time ago. That fucking DNR, man.
show you what it
Well,
is. I was talking about. Give me a second, guys.
If you have the right kind of setup, you don't have to worry about getting caught. Because I mean, if you get a tie-on rod, you just cast it out and tie it up into a tree and walk away.
Right? Yeah, I didn't have the shit to do that with though. Like I had it. Like at the time I lived right behind the reservoir. So I'd walk out my back door, go across past the school there, the football field and stuff, and on the other side of that was the reservoir. So like I could wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I could just walk straight to the reservoir and start fishing. You know.
That'd be the best. Wherever the highest drop is, right at the bottom of that drop is where you want to fish, because that's where all the biggest fish are going to hang out.
I remember we used to go down to because they've got a spillway there, so we'd go to the bottom of the spillway and get bait, and, you know, catch a little bluegill and, you know, shit like that for bait.
Yeah.
Even though it's illegal to do that, but we still did it anyway.
Yeah, if you go fishing by a dam or something, get right up against it. Anywhere where there's a waterfall, it's going to oxygenate the water, so the bigger fish are going to hang out there.
Right. I never did see any bigger fish there, but we'd catch like the small crappie and bluegill and sunfish and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cut them up, use them as bait, use them to catch catfish with.
Yeah, we caught a lot of catfish, walleye, and largemouth out here. And I mean, you can catch the brown trout when they run up through the river.
No, okay. So that's just called Jenny.
Oh man, that would suck, Lisa. That would suck. And they hit you with those fines. They aren't cheap. They aren't cheap either, man.
See, that's the good thing about, like, where we live out here, you're allowed to take your ATVs anywhere you want.
Right.
So, I mean, at least we didn't have that worry.
Caught a lot of baby catfish. I caught pregnant catfish before. That sucks, man. Didn't realize it was pregnant. Start cleaning it out. That fucking sucked. I won't eat a pregnant fish.
You take that catfish roe and tie it up, and it makes amazing bait.
I bet it does. Yeah, I bet.
Yep, tie it up in some little net bags, and it makes awesome bait.
Well, at the reservoir, like I was living by, I knew that I'd talked to the DNR and shit there, and so I knew what they use. You know how they stock the fish, right? Well, they use chicken liver to feed the fish with. So if you got a tub of chicken, yep, you took that chicken liver out there. I'd even take a handful of it and throw it in the water just to get them started to feed, and then throw it out there. You know.
The trick is leave it out in the sun for like 2 days before you bait your hook with it.
Yep, the more it stinks, the faster they'll hit it.
I told this dude when I was living at those apartments across the street from the lake, I told this dude that he went and put it in his garage, and it was like 104 that weekend, and he forgot it was in there.
Oh man.
But that's when it's perfect.
It literally blew up in his garage, all over his mother's belongings.
Yeah, that shit gets bad, man. Like I've forgotten it in my tackle box before, and it's not a good scene. It's not.
Literally blew up as in splat.
Yep. You get all kinds of chemical interaction.
And he deserves
If all you're looking for is catfish, you can usually hunt your bait right there where you're fishing, because I mean they love the hell out of frog legs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did not know that, Lisa. Did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if you smash snails, cut off that little suction cup on the front of them and hook a snail. They'll eat those too.
Oh yeah. Yep. Crawdads, like little crawdads and stuff like that.
Oh, they love crayfish.
Mud puppies. I've actually used mud puppies for fish bait before too.
Hell, when I was a kid, I grew up right by another little lake thing, and all it took was a non-silver hook in any color but red or orange.
You know what my biggest pet peeve about fishing was? Treble hooks, man. I would snag myself on those goddamn things, and oh man, it's brutal. I hate treble hooks.
I don't like them either.
Yeah, I don't use them.
And again, I don't do much catfish fishing.
Well, according to me, there's no other kind of fishing to do, but that's just my opinion.
I don't know.
See,
I don't
like
mind a bass, crappie, whatever. I'll do it all. I mean, the only kind of fishing I can't do is go sit in a boat in the middle of a lake. I cannot stand it.
Oh hell no, I'd get seasick.
No, it had nothing to do with being seasick. Is you ever tried to wander around the whole lake while standing up in a dinghy? It just don't work. I'm a mobile fisherman. When I fish, I go, I move.
Hey, Jay, the movie Tommy Boy. Stop playing with your dinghy.
Yeah, basically, I'm wanting to go where boats can't go.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah, I get it. I mean,
Yeah, there's no wrong way to do it. It's just like collecting cards. Whatever way you fish is right for you.
when I'm forced to sit and fish, I'll have one in my hand where I'm jigging, another one on a bobber, and one on the ground, or one on the bottom.
Absolutely, Lisa. I miss Chris Farley so damn bad.
Yeah, too many comedians went too young.
He never did it for me.
No, Chris Farley was damn comedy gold, man. Tommy Boy is like the epitome of a comedy from like that time period for me,
Right?
anyway.
Black Sheep, the Coneheads.
Yep,
I mean, Billy Madison. I mean, he was in a lot of good movies. A lot of good movies.
Sure.
He was. Yeah, he was. The drugs got to him, man. Like, it's that Hollywood lifestyle. That's what worries me the most is like, it's like, because they'll throw temptation at you, man. They'll throw temptation at you for shit, you know, whatever your
John
vice
Belushi
is, you
was
know.
his idol, and he went just like him.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
It was very
just
sad.
like
As far as
Belushi.
I'm concerned, I barely
happens,
live the
again-
Iowa lifestyle. I'm not going to want to do the Hollywood lifestyle. I'm not going to want to get mixed up in them drugs and going out and partying all night. Hell, I barely want to leave my house now.
I can't. I'm too sick. I can't. So that's like the thing with me.
Yeah.
Right, I'm too old for that party and shit. I got stuff to do.
Yeah. 2 heart attacks say stay away from that stuff on the mirror.
Yep, Billy Madison's a good movie too.
Not like I've done that stuff in years anyway, but
Right, but what I'm saying is like you got to understand, like Chris Farley was a bit younger than what we are, you know, and he didn't know anything else. He blew up real quick, got so famous and popular all at once. It's that too much at once thing. Life, in my opinion, here's my opinion about life after living however 40 some odd years on the planet, is that you never want to get too much too fast because you're always going to crash and burn. Look how many times this happened. You guys like with Belushi, with Chris Farley, with, you know, so many people throughout, you know, what's the 28 Club or whatever it's called with the musicians where they died.
Or the 26 Club.
27.
Yeah, the 26 Club. Was it 27?
It's a 27 Club.
That's what happened to all
whatever.
them. Right, whatever, however many it is. You get what I mean.
The tragic thing about it is they're not all drug overdose, alcohol related, or suicide. I mean, they've had a couple of them died in like a plane crash, and
Right. Not everybody shoots heroin in the head of their dick. No. Just the special ones. Yeah.
Just a few.
But it's a tempting thing. It's a tempting thing to do, though. Like what I'm saying, if you had all the money in the world, if you're young, you got all the money in the world, and you don't know any better, it's an easy trap to get into. It is. It's an easy trap to get into.
yeah, no, not me. I mean, you couldn't pay me enough to put a needle during my no.
And Hendrix, what was the John Morrison? I think it was John Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
Or Jim Morrison. Yeah, yep. Again, we was just talking about Sid Vicious.
Janis
Sid
Joplin,
Vicious.
David Draymond.
Yep.
Cobain.
Kurt Cobain. Tupac died young. Eazy-E died young.
Was Mama Cass 27 when she went?
I think so. She might have been a little bit older than
know.
that. She might have been in like her 30s or whatever. But again, that was her health. She didn't take care of herself, eat properly, do that kind of thing. She was always on all kinds of drugs. You know, it's just that lifestyle isn't one for longevity. Is the point here?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, Don't start now, Lisa. That's what I got to say about them. I did a bunch of them. Don't start now.
Yeah, I don't even party anymore. I just, my idea of a good night's like watching a baseball game or something, or watching a movie.
The Cubs win. Xbox controller in my hand, cold Pepsi cookies, and a little bit of smoke. I'm happy.
As you go through life, you will discover that it's the small things in life that matter.
Yep, I'd agree 100%. And when you
Yeah.
have nothing, you think having more things will make you happier, but they don't.
It don't.
You'll
It
find that
don't.
you're happier with less.
It don't. I dated rich for a minute. I'm not trying to claim it was my money, but I could have had everything I wanted. But the problem was I accidentally found out she was rich, and from that point in time, I was with her for the money, and I'm like, no, I was with you before I knew you had money. I didn't care that you had money. I was pissed you didn't say something about it, because I was busting my balls at a minimum wage job. I could have waited and got something better.
I was saying this to Naomi earlier.
Very first thing,
When
I could help.
when you-
pay for it.
if you want to make a situation as uncomfortable as you could possibly do it, and insert a bunch of money into a situation and see how fucking funny people start acting.
Yeah. Well, it insulted me that she didn't tell me, because I didn't give a shit about the money. I don't care. I didn't care.
Exactly,
I didn't want the
Lisa.
headache. I wouldn't have wanted access to the bank. Nothing. It's too much responsibility and too many big numbers in my head.
For
Couldn't
me,
do it.
it's a complacency thing too. It's not just like having all the money. Like if you had more money than you ever spent, you never had to work again. You know how complacent and boring that would get, and the same shit
Yeah.
every fucking day.
Yeah.
And then you'd have all the gold diggers coming out and everybody be your best friend, and you don't know who's who, if they want you around for your money or what's going on.
Right? You're constantly paranoid. You're constantly looking behind your back. You're constantly looking for somebody to stab you in the back and get what you got or take your spot or whatever the fuck it is. It's just like being in a fucking gang, dude.
Well,
I'll give you guys a tip. If you ever know you're running into some big money, the day before you get it, call everyone you know and tell them you're in a bind, you need $50. Anyone who sends you that $50, you be there for later. Anyone who doesn't have it, don't do shit for them.
No.
I agree with that 110%. If you won't have me when I'm dirt broken at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best.
Exactly. You take me as I am, because those real friends will be there. They
Damn
may
right.
not be able to send you $50, but they'll be the first ones to say, well, look, I ain't got 50, but I got $5 if that helps.
Yeah.
And that's another concern I have. I don't want to blow up and get all well known to. I want to keep. I'm not saying I wouldn't do I wouldn't deal with the public at all, but I'm just saying that, like, as far as like having an MC Hammer crew with me or something, it's just never going to happen. Like I worry about like I don't know. I worry about getting too public because like I just can't deal with the bullshit, man.
Well, Cat dreams about winning the Mega Millions. I hope not. I don't. To me, that much money is just too much responsibility.
Yep.
If it were up to me, I'd never touch money again. I would barter for everything because I
Yeah.
don't care for money. I want the stuff that money gets me.
Yeah.
I don't collect money.
To me, $5 spending $5 on Pepsi is the same as getting $5 worth of Pepsi. It's the same. freaking
Exactly.
thing. Yes.
So I mean, if I know somebody who needs my services and I need his services, why the hell should money change hands?
I'm all for the bar.
Money is a tool, just like everything else in life, and you can use it for good or you can use it for ill. Either one. Just like I can take a hammer and use it to make something or build something, or I can use it to hurt somebody with. It's all in how I use the item.
That's funny because you said you can use wealth to hurt, and I'm like, yeah, I wonder how much a solid gold hammer would hurt somebody.
That would hurt like hell. That would hurt
Yeah.
like absolute hell.
But solid gold, you'd probably break it because 24 karat gold is soft.
Well, if I'm
Eh,
reaching up
it would-
toward one
it would-
solid gold hammer,
It would
it's
break
not gonna
somebody's
bother.
head, but you'd break the hammer.
Right? You'd rather want to use like make a, you know how they do make paper mache. Just do it that
Yeah.
way and make a solid thing. It's like a brick. You can knock somebody right out with it.
Yeah, but getting hit with a solid gold hammer sounds a bit more, or hitting somebody with a solid gold hammer sounds a bit more badass.
A solid silver hammer, maybe.
And that's something that they're not going to forget anytime soon
No,
Right.
or
No.
remember.
Yeah, because that's what we're going for. Like when you're facing multiple homicide charges, you can be like, "Well, Your Honor, at least I looked stylish in the process."
I look
was
good in
original.
everything I do.
Does
I
the
do.
jury award you style points? Is that a thing? Because I was not aware of this.
Oh, last time I got in trouble, the freaking Russian juror gave me an 8.0.
He's a Russian jerky. I mean, that's a solid score from Russia, to be honest.
Yeah. Dude, I rocked. I mean, I was all blinged out in chains and orange. Yeah.
Fun fact about me: the one necklace I have is white gold and silver. I cannot wear pure gold. If I do, it'll break me out. So I can't wear anything that's solid gold.
Yeah, my sister.
I'm with Lisa, and I believe in the future, silver is going to be far more valuable than gold because there is far less silver than there is gold.
That we know of.
No, I try to stack silver. Oh, they're all bastards, Lisa. They're all bastards.
Yeah, all governments are fucked up in a way, in some way.
Hell, so is 99% of society.
Ours happens to be more messed up in ways than others, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, well.
I was always of the mindset that laws don't ever fix anything.
No, they create.
No, they just make it more complicated to understand. You know, I grew up in a place where if you had a problem with someone, you told them you had a problem, you went outside, you handled the problem, and it was over. It was no longer a problem.
And you did it loudly.
I want a president that'll lead from the front. In other words, if we get into an armed conflict with another country, that president would go over and lead the fucking charge of the troops attacking the enemy. That's the guy I want in office right there.
Damn right. If you're going to be pro-war, then your ass should sign up for it.
I happen to agree.
Back in the olden days, like with the kings and queens over in England and shit, that's how they did it. Like the king would go out and fight with the troops in whatever war they, you know, it's just how it worked.
It should still be that way.
It should. I'm not saying we should be a monarchy or anything. I'm just saying that we should do it that, you know, when it comes to
We should have
military
a
stuff.
president with balls and one
Right.
with a brain in his head.
I don't know. I feel like that we're asking too much on the second part, but yeah. Like, what's going to happen when all these kids on TikTok get our age? Who's going to run the country? Can you guys answer that question?
Right, the guy that made up that stupid dance where you put your arms behind your back.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Dude,
Kill me now.
Idiocracy.
I hope Jason Voorhees kills me, because that sounds better than the future you just described.
The Secretary of State's going to be the guy who wrote Chicken Wing.
Yep. Yes, King Arthur is another example of a king that fought and bravely fought and won. So hats off to King Arthur, even though
I mean, hell, we had revolutionaries like that in our history, like Thomas Jefferson. The dude got shot like 27 times and lived through it.
there was guys in the Union Army that would do that. That would literally get in front of their troops and march, forge cannon fire. You know, and I salute them.
Yeah, that was a good leader.
I will never ask anyone to do anything that I wouldn't do myself.
Yeah.
And that's a leader.
Well, I mean, it's a possibility, Lisa. Jay's running for president. Vote Jay. I mean, he's another option. He promises not to get us blown up, but then he had his fingers crossed, though.
Yeah. I don't recall making such a promise.
Okay, that was not part of your platform, was it, Jay?
No. I believe my platform is damn right. I'll push that button.
And cookie tits.
Yes. Yep.
That's the main platform. Free
What?
cookie tits for everyone.
I'm gonna go tell you to spin down a little bit.
Okay. Good night, hon.
My running mate.
You was going to type what, Lisa? What was you just going to type? Sorry, I was talking to Naomi there for a second. She's going to lay down, so
Naomi.
she's tired. She stayed up playing on the PS4 all day. And I was sitting with her and Bonza. I was sitting in the game room with her and Bonza. It's probably the most time I've spent in there in 2 months. Oh, yeah, exactly, Lisa. Exactly. I wouldn't ask Jay to do anything I wouldn't do.
I might for entertainment value. I'm not going to run up and stick my tongue on that frozen lamp pole, but I'll encourage you to do it.
Oh, well, I mean,
with you on
that's kind of mean, but yeah, I guess it's all
Then
right.
again, I'm probably the idiot you would talk into doing it.
Right.
Dude, I already got you figured out. Hey, man, that light pole is like for roll-ups.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah. One of us
Yeah.
is the Schlemiel and the other is the Schlemazo.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. All you can do is go out and give it your best and leave the results to God. Win or
Yep,
lose.
'cause at the end of the day, sometimes you're the pigeon, other times you're the statue.
Well, check it out. I've thought of it this way, guys. Like, I guess I'll bring it up since it doesn't matter. The whole Jason thing, right? So, like, let's say I beat Jason Voorhees. I slay Jason Voorhees. That's a victory no one can take away from me. That's a win, right?
Damn
Let's
right.
say I lose. Let's say I don't make it. Let's say they got to pull the fucking life support plug out of my ass, my vegetated ass. I get to go back and be with all my friends and loved ones that I've lost throughout my life. That's a win. I
And
can't
you went out
lose.
swinging on your own terms.
Damn right.
And
Ha-
to me, that
have a good
means
night.
everything.
Have a great night, Lisa. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep, good night,
Enjoyed
Lisa.
chatting.
Yeah.
I appreciate
You're welcome
it.
to join every night.
This wasn't
That's the
really.
test
Pl-
of a- That's a
Yeah,
test
go
of
ahead.
a real man, to be able to face adversity, take it head on, whether you're afraid or not, and still take it and do it your way. Fuck fear, just move forward.
I'm
Dude,
not gonna lie.
I'm terrified of every night.
I'm not gonna lie. I've got it set up so whoever I face is gonna be a big, mean son of a bitch. He's gonna be able to pound me into the ground like a railroad spike, drink me under the table, take my girl, and fuck her in front of me. But you know what? I'm gonna go down whooping his ass.
Damn right. Crowbar in one hand, and running away with the other.
I came into this world covered in blood and screaming. I got no problems leaving it the same goddamn way.
Yeah.
Right on.
I'm making clear battle lines here.
Win, lose, or draw. I know for a fact I ain't going to be the only one waking up hurt. But I do promise that much.
That's what
I
this.
always say at the end of the day, if I whip your ass or you whip mine, after the fight, you'll respect me.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to say there's any shame to losing to Jason Voorhees either. So, yeah, like I said, either way I go, I can't lose.
Right on. So the only thing you can do is move forward.
Yep. What's meant to happen will. However it ends.
Have them take on a battalion of Marines.
Say what? Yeah, I should make a big life insurance policy before I go do this here.
Naomi's already probably got you signed up for 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Somebody get a hold of Lords of London. See if they'll take me on.
Right? She's like, this motherfucker's already got one foot in the grave. Let me peel this banana real quick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
What they call it in prison, Mike, a crash test. It's like a fool's errand. It's like it's gonna end bad no matter what you do.
Yep, he's going on a dummy mission.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. But I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do.
Hey, you do it because you got to do it, because who else is going to do it?
Damn right. But that's funny. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to do a quick stream, let you guys know where everything was at. Let you know that I'm cool with where we're at as far as like my channel goes. I'm not really trying to do a whole lot, but I'll keep plugging away at it.
I don't want to. The second it stops having fun for me is the second I stop doing things like this.
Right.
But going on somebody else's stream, really.
And I don't care if it's 10 people or 100 people. I don't really care, you know. Whoever. I'm glad that anybody watches me, you know.
Yeah. In fact, I'm probably going to switch over to my other channel just because, you know, I have 800 subscribers that don't watch. I'd rather just have the 5 or 10 that do.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds good to me.
And I want to start doing different content, and that channel was always based on cards. And well, it's summertime, so I want to go out on my bike and do videos out riding.
Dude,
Right,
do what
and
you do, man.
And I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. Only I won't be riding a bike. I'll be walking around. But I'm gonna walk around and show you guys some places around town.
I wish I'd have had my camera out when I was riding earlier. I was probably doing damn near 40. I couldn't look down to see the speedometer.
Oh,
But I was
damn.
going over the bridge. I was passing cars.
Damn, that's
I love
badass,
my bike.
dude.
And I figured out how to take apart the other battery and wired it so I can hook it up.
Nice.
And these
Yeah,
things
I had to take some harness off of it.
I don't know if I trust myself on a bike right now. I'm not steady enough for that shit.
I don't trust myself on one yesterday, right now, or tomorrow.
Right.
But I still want one. There's this nice little hill that I can so easily break my neck on that I want to try.
See, what you need is a longboard.
What I need is a good old fashioned Diamondback. I don't know, someone to tow me along with the bumper until I can come up and get that hill just right. See if I
So
can't
you go
land
down-
on that neighbor's driveway.
Maybe get you a good old longboard and get you on it for a few months till you get used to it. And then get you on
Okay.
it until you can do 40 miles an hour.
No, I couldn't do that. I can't ride a board.
Oh, it's intense as hell until you start to pitch down. Then it gets scary.
I can't hear you much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Is that better?
No.
Not really.
Now, I'm assuming you asked if it's better.
Huh, my mic must be busted or something.
You sounded
Oh, okay.
like you followed dryer lint or something. Who hit it?
Mike got lube on his microphone again, Jay.
Oh, it wasn't lube. That's why my camera's off.
Oh, okay.
Well, Mancini just did a 2-run shot. Now we're only down 7-3.
Grand slam and you're tied up.
We have no business being behind.
Yep, that's what happened to the Angels the other day too.
Well, yesterday Nico had the walk-off, so
Nice.
yeah. It's only the 3rd inning, just so you know.
I think Ohtani pitches tonight. Shit.
He pitches shit tonight.
Well, I mean, he throws some pretty nasty filth. He's batting over 300, and he's got an ERA under 1. That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
No.
It's early. It's still early in the season. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Sam sounds like an old school NSYNC fan.
Oh man, you guys ought to seen. Like I seen Ben Verlander's Twitter. I'm not even on there, but you can find. I found his Twitter. I was looking at Otani's stuff up, and man, people fucking give him so much shit about Otani. It's not even funny.
I don't know. I just don't understand why the Angels don't trade him or trade Trout. I mean,
You're gonna have to get rid of one of them.
my vote would be Trout,
Yeah, he's already past his prime.
and he ain't done shit for the Angels.
He's put up numbers
for one playoff loss.
Well, didn't the Royals win the World Series that year? Was it the year they won? Zach Greinke and that in his first run with the Royals, wasn't that the one you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Trout. He never played for the Royals.
No, that's who the Angels played in the playoffs. Isn't that the team they played? Was the Royals?
I don't know.
I think it was the Royals the year they won the World Series. So I mean, it's not like they lost to a scrub team or anything, you know.
No, I seen him right before they won the championship in '85. So yeah, you ask me, first time you say Royals win, I'm thinking 1985.
I think we just lost Mike.
Oh, Mike probably ran away. He's scared. He's scared. I accidentally flexed.
Accidentally flexed. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. That sounds good. But
Yeah, I have that effect.
I can't stay on much longer anyway because Naomi's going to lay down. I'm being all loud and shit.
Yeah.
Time to find something, throw it on, watch a movie, chill out.
Yeah, I got the Cubs game on, third inning.
Oh yeah, I gotta put the Angels game on. I don't know if they've started yet or not. They're probably the late.
Don't even know where they're playing.
They're playing the Nationals, I believe.
In Washington?
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, then, it's already on because it's 9:00 there, bud.
No, it'll be on in 4 minutes or so. Four minutes.
Then it's on the West Coast. Because they're not going to start a game at 9 p.m.
I don't know. Like I don't know where. They might be playing. Yeah, they just played the Blue Jays, so they're on their road. Or no, they're at home. They're at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at home. So it won't start for another hour. Is that what you're saying?
No, they just announced that we're going to L.A. and Oakland, and I thought they meant the Angels.
No.
No, we're going to go play the Dodgers and Oakland.
Uh-oh, there's Mike. I wasn't even paying attention. Mike's trying to get on the panel here.
Mike who?
That dude, Mike. Add to stream. Thank you.
I went to hook up my microphone and my phone shut off.
Oh, dang.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I didn't mean to scare you away.
Yeah, Jay said he flexed and scared you away.
I accidentally flexed. It wasn't on
Is the sound better?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, your sound's better now.
Why do you have headphones on?
So they can hear me. My microphone is messed up.
Put it regular for a minute.
Well, that's going to get me copyright. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's all good. Yeah.
Well, you were already saying copyrighted music earlier. Might as well.
Yeah. Might as well. Might as well go for it a third time.
Right? Might as well go for the gusto at this point. You're already screwed, so might as well make it worth your time, right?
Gonna be a bear, be a grizzly, come back as YouTube bad boy.
Right,
Sorry
right.
about that. Cat wanted to show something, but it has music and stuff, and I told her you can't put that in these videos.
Right. Well, you already sang earlier, so I said we're already getting a strike, so might as well just get our money's worth at this point.
Yeah.
Make the crime worth it, you know.
Right.
Crime always pays.
It just sucks when you get caught, right?
Yeah. That's when you really.
It's only crime if you get caught.
Yeah.
Right. That's what they told us in Narcotics Anonymous here. It's fucking hilarious. Like, don't get caught. Like, okay, it's good to know that everything we did was okay. The problem was when we got caught.
Yeah.
That's a really weird message there.
All right, next time hide it better.
Right? Be a better criminal. Okay, I got you. What they're really saying is be rich and very white and old. We got the white and old part down, but we're not rich. The joke is like in college, the joke was, if you're poor, you're crazy, but if you're rich, you're eccentric.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Funny how that works out there.
Yeah. Give me $100 bill and I'll be as eccentric as fuck.
All right. Is that a reference to Turning Tricks over there or something?
No, that's just saying, give me $100. I could show you crazy.
You've seen what he'll do for cookies. Imagine what he'll do for $100.
Right. We should put his PayPal up there and get somebody to donate for that one.
Oh, the Mariners are falling apart.
Yeah, they are. They're having a rough year.
They're having a rough inning. Bases loaded, 7-4, only one away.
Nice.
We've played 4 runs this inning.
Damn, dude. That's crazy.
We were down 7-0.
That works.
Yeah, and Velasquez, the surprise call up. This guy's got some pop in his bat.
How close is Suzuki to coming back? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Did you guys hear about O'Neal Cruz? Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, I heard he got injured again.
He broke his foot, broke his ankle.
Yeah, he's gone for the season.
He's gone till after the All-Star break, I think they said. So like a good majority of the season, pretty much, yeah.
I recognize that sound. I'm jealous.
What sound was that? Tapping a pipe.
Yep, Mike knows what he was doing.
Mike knows, damn it. Mike knows.
I can't help myself sometimes.
Okay, 3-1 count with the bases loaded.
I make him throw 2 perfect pitches.
I would too. Come on. Yeah! Yes! Guess who took the lead?
Chicago, did he hit a home run?
He hit a grand slam, motherfuckers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Down by 3.
Grand Slam is go ahead run right there.
That's 8 runs this inning. 1 out.
Damn right, dude. Well,
And
I'm gonna end this and let you get back to your game. I just want to do a quick stream with you guys real quick and
sorry.
it's all right. I just don't want to interrupt your game. I know how it is. You
You'll
there,
know
Mike?
if the Cubs win because he'll have to change his underwear.
Right. Oh my God, the Cubs won.
I'm not wearing any. Yeah, I'm prepared for that.
Right. He thought ahead. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, Jay. Thanks for hanging out, Mike. Just wanted to let
Yep.
you know that you are valued, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go start digging for all my Velasquez cards. I've just been passing over in my collection lately. I got a bunch of them, some shiny ones too.
Nice.
Oh. All right, you guys have fun.
Yep.
All right.
Have a good night, guys. Yep.
Later.
See y'all later.
Peace.